Okay, this is Fred Eberly from Toshiba Business Solutions, and I'm going to do a very rough video of what we can do with some of the tie-ins on the Toshiba devices to cloud services like Box, Dropbox, Google Docs, Office 365, some of those type of things. In this case, it's basically a tie-in on the device, and apologize for the reflection. I'll say hello behind the screen. What we're doing here is basically utilizing some of the tools on the copier to be able to lay these options in for cloud-based services so that users can access what they need to right away. It makes it really slick. What we typically do is we do PIN code authentication if you have another form of authentication. We can do card readers. There's a little area here where if we want to put a card reader in, you can hold up a door access card, badge in, and it'll know who you are. We might tie that back to Active Directory on a larger network. In this case, we're going to do it on a very, very simplified version where we're doing it authenticating right to the Toshiba device. And I can do all the copy functions and everything else as normal. But if I want to lock it down so users have to put in a PIN for authentication, just for the Dropbox function in this case, or actually here I have Box set up, I can click the button for Box and it prompts me for a PIN code. And at that point I can put in my number, click OK, and it'll log right into my Box account, which makes it really, really nice for having the ability to scan directly to my Box account, and I can also print from that. So if I want to pull something out of it and be able to run it right out, depending what options you have on the device, you can choose, color or not. Two-sided printing. If I have a stapler, I can staple in the corners. I can also do a hole punch if I have a hole punch on the system. So a lot of cool stuff there, just for making it very, very easy to access your documents from the cloud. In this case, I can also scan, and let me just grab a document here. By the way, these new systems have really awesome doc feeders on them. They'll take 300 pages and they'll scan both sides at one shot. So you can scan up, I think it's about 240 images per minute, which is fantastic. So here I have a document in. I can pick resolution. My formats are either PDF or JPEG for going to Box. And again, I can choose my double-sided scanning, auto color, that type of thing. And I can hit start, and off it goes. So the cool part with the authentication is if I were not authenticating, a user would have to put in their username and password every time they want to access their Box account, which to me is not a functional system. It has to be very easy. So giving the ability to do a PIN code authentication and get right into my account is awesome. That is if I know how to put my password in. So this makes it very, very usable, that each person their credentials will be stored on the